Again, my name's Gabe Zollner. You might want to go Google this. This is in regards to Senator John McCain, aka the Songbird. And the title that you might want to Google is Senator John McCain, the Ultimate Rhinestone Hero. And it's a very revealing article. I found it to be most interesting. And it really shows you what McCain is really all about, unlike what he pretends to be all about. He pretends to have been a war hero, and his injuries, he claims, were as the result of being tortured. Well, according to this article, he was never tortured, ever tortured. Matter of fact, he received a lot of extra privileges. He had his own female nurse to keep him company and to keep him comforted during those cold Vietnamese nights. Now, the thing that's interesting is that apparently the Vietnamese have around 50 hours of movies that they made of him. Many of those he wasn't aware that he was being the star in the movies with his nurse, you know. Anyway, what happened was 4 days into his capture, after he was shot down by a Russian surface-to-air missile in his A-4 Skyhawk. His injuries that he received was because when he ejected, he was going relatively fast and he didn't protect his arms, and both of his shoulders were broken. In either case, what the Vietnamese learned 4 days into his capture is that his father, again also called John McCain, John McCain's father was the commander of all U.S. forces in Europe. And he was soon to become the commander of all forces in the Pacific, including Vietnam. And as a result, McCain received all those extra privileges. He was never ever tortured. And again, there's about, according to the article, about 50 hours of movies that were made of McCain. Many of those hours were when he was with his nurse. Anyway, the thing's a complete joke. According to the article, also McCain sang like a bird, which is why he was given the nickname Songbird. And there were other officers that were tortured, and they knew that McCain was never tortured. Yet McCain comes across as being some kind of a war hero. It's really crazy, you know? And some people might think that I've sort of targeted McCain. I didn't target him. He targeted himself. He's a fraud. He's a warmonger. And he needs to be, I think, arrested and tried for treason. Because by giving information that he supposedly gave to the enemy, it's a treasonous act. But, you know, no one said that everything's fair, because it isn't. Go look at the article and then tell me what you think. I told you what I think.